Hello and welcome. My name is Paul Brett. I am a Senior Software Support Analyst for the Transformation Extender product from IBM. Today's video is a brief walkthrough of the versions of Transformation Extender through the years, just for a bit of fun. Feel free to follow me on Twitter. Thank you. Here we have a virtual machine running Microsoft Windows version 3.1. We have the Program Manager open, showing that we have Mercator 142 installed, which is a 16-bit program at this stage. Let's fire up the map editor and bring in a map that I pre-prepared. As you can see, we have all the normal visual elements, such as the navigator, the from card, and the to card. We have a rule in the rule window calling a functional map, which we shall look at now. As you can see, all this map does is convert everything to uppercase. So let's execute this map. First step, build, and then second step, run. Map completed successfully. That's what we like to see. And there we have it, Mercator 142 on Windows 3.1 16-bit. Here we have another virtual machine running Windows 2000, which is period appropriate. On it we have installed Mercator Enterprise Broker version 5, which is 32-bit. Here's the map designer, and let's load in the map that we created earlier. All the same visual elements are there as we had before, just a little bit more polished. And one extra feature that they added in at this stage, which I really like, is the functional map wizard. No longer do we have to create functional maps by hand and all the potential mistakes that could cause. Okay, so I'm going to use the toolbar to build and run the map. Map completed successfully. And there we have Mercator Enterprise Broker version 5 on Windows 2000. Windows 2000 again, and we've jumped forward a couple of versions, and this time we're at DataStage TX 7.5. Yes, we're in the Essential era. The map designer has got some new graphics, the map still loads as before, and look, our rule bar has colour coding. Woohoo! Build, run, map completed successfully. That's what I like to see. Welcome to 2007 and the polished product that is Windows XP. Today we have the second iteration of the product from IBM, that is WebSphere Transformation Extender 8.1. Firing up the map designer and loading our map, we can see a little bit more polish has been done to the toolbar. This map will still, we hope, build and run. Yes. One thing that's come in this version, I don't know if it was possibly in 8.0, but it's definitely in 8.1, is the ability to drag and drop the functions from the function picker, which didn't work before. Let's go and insert a function now. So for example, if we're inserting the uppercase function, we can just drag and drop it over the top of equals in1, and it puts in1 in the brackets of uppercase. And you can overlay additional functions to nest them and add in additional arguments as required. Very nice feature. I'm sticking with Windows XP for now. I did consider using Windows Vista, but I didn't want to subject you to that kind of torture. So here we have only one jump in version number, but it's a big one. because now the Design Studio, instead of being separate programs, Map Designer and Type Designer, is now the complete Design Studio integrated environment based on Eclipse. I've already created a project and I've loaded my map into the designer. Same map again. The great thing about the Eclipse designer is it allowed cool features such as opening your output file and rearranging it on screen so that you could view both the map and the output file at the same time. And then when you built and ran your map, the output file would update in the window automatically. Quite a cool feature. Okay, here we have Windows 7. What a classic. And I've installed ITX version 9.0. The reason for this is that we've come almost bang up to date with 9.0 being a currently supported version, and I want to highlight that this is the first Design Studio version that is fully 64-bit. Okay, we have our Extender Navigator with our Project 1, we have our map, and our map as always builds and runs quite happily. And there we have it, ITX 9 on Windows 7. And here we are, bang up to date with ITX 10. ITX 10 does come with a Design Studio, the Eclipse-based Design Studio that is available on the Windows platform. However, it also comes with the Design Server, which allows you to design maps and type trees in a cloud environment. The Design Server runs as 4 Dockers on a Linux system. The Design Server is accessed using a browser. So here we have my Linux system, and I am going to show that the Docker images are available. They are tx-server-mongo, tx-server-redis, tx-server, and tx-client. You will see that none of these are currently running. They're all down, so I'm going to start them one by one. And if I do the docker ps command again, we will see that all the 4 Dockers are currently up and running. Okay, so now I need to switch to my browser and connect to the front end. And there we go. We are connected to the Design Server running in a Docker under Linux. We can log in, and you will note that I have one project called Project 1. Within my project I have a map called Test 1. The interface is familiar yet different. Down in the bottom left we have the navigator again. I have my main Test 1 map. I have my functional map f_each row. Over on the main part of the screen you've got the input and output cards as usual, and the rule bar is now at the bottom of the screen and shows the rules for each of the objects in the output card. I'm going to build and run my map. And the map has completed successfully. Now it's worth noting that this map outputs to the operating system as a file. The file is /tmp/output.txt. However, if we switch back to our Linux session and go to that directory, you will note that that file does not exist in the Linux box. This is because the file has been created inside the Docker container. So I now need to enter the Docker container to show that to you. Okay, we're inside the Docker now. If I go to the same /tmp directory, you will note that the output.txt file exists here. If I show you the content, there's the content of my input file that has been capitalized as per previous versions. So there we have it, ITX10 Design Server, the latest in a long line of excellent products for transformation of data. I appreciate you taking the time to watch my video today. I hope you found it entertaining. Please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, and if you want to, follow me on Twitter at PaulBrettIBM. Thank you. Stay safe and have a good day.